Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamlined Legal, where we help law firms streamline their practices so that they can spend more time with their families this holiday season. And I wanted to get up here and share with you a few of the things that we do in my family. And for those of you that don't know, this is the second business that I've built, the first being my law firm. And I have two kids in elementary school. And so it's a pretty busy household. My husband owns his own business as well. And so I just wanted to share some of the things that we do in our family because when I first started my law firm, it was very important to me to keep the two separate, family and work. And the longer that process went on, the harder it was, and the more that I found some benefit in not doing it that way. And so my family's become a really big part of my current business. And so I wanted to share some of these things with you because while none of my family members have official titles within my business, they're definitely great motivators and great help. So the first thing, my daughter, I've trained her at a pretty young age to ask me every day how many new clients I got that day. And that's pretty motivating for me because to have to go to her and say, well, I didn't get any, that can be disheartening. So it's a great motivation to be able to come to her at the end of the day and say, well, today I got one, today I got five, depending on the situation. So it's a really great conversation at the dinner table, at least conversation starter. And then my husband helps me a lot with the creative side of the business. So being an artist himself, his brain just thinks that way very easily. And so whenever I'm looking for marketing ideas or presentation ideas, he does help a lot in that regard. And then lastly is something that I started relatively recently with my son. I am a big fan of Gary Vee and I listen to his content a lot. And so I had been listening to an interview he did with an 11-year-old, and she had started a company that made slime, and he was very interested to hear that interview, and we really enjoyed listening to it. Unfortunately, it was the only Gary Vee content I could let him listen to, since Gary Vee does swear with some regularity. So not wanting to expose him to much of that, I went ahead and quickly switched over to How I Built This, a podcast that talks to and interviews entrepreneurs about the businesses that they built. And so, for example, yesterday we listened to the Dollar Shave Club. The day before that it was Airbnb. So he's really enjoying it, and it's really helping me to be able to share that entrepreneurial spirit with him and to teach him a different way and to let him know that there are other ways of doing things. And so all of these things are helping me in my business and helping me spend time with my family and be able to blend the two together. So I hope that helps you coming up with this holiday season, and maybe you'll be able to share some of that with your family as well. Have a great holiday, and we'll talk soon.